Hi, I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. Well, I had no hat, didn't have any sunscreen, nothing to protect me from the scorching heat in the Australian vineyard in which I was standing. Yet, I couldn't leave because I was listening to Lee telling his family's heartfelt story of grit, passion, and struggle. Standing amongst the vines seemed to be a perfect place to hear it. Many people associated with business know little of the risks associated with pursuing a dream and turning a passion into a vocation. In today's America, when blaming the wealthy for the country's woes is encouraged, there's a growing notion that those who have wealth got it from their parents or through unethical or shady pursuits. While that is certainly true of some, they are the extreme minority. Research shows that 85% of those who build wealth acquired it the old-fashioned way, by either working hard, risking much, spending little, or saving a lot. So it was with Lee's family. He and his wife Janet ran a small hotel and tended a small vineyard in Tasmania. Wanting to reduce their debt and their workload, they listed both businesses for sale separately and agreed to focus on whichever didn't sell. After sitting on the market for some time, both properties sold to separate buyers in the same afternoon. Without a plan C, Lee and Janet decided to pull up stakes and join their son, Sparky, and daughter-in-law, Sarah, who were about to start their own wine business in McLaren Vale. As Lee shared the challenges of starting the businesses, he related a particularly difficult time when it appeared the family would lose their dream, their savings, and their livelihood. They were struggling to survive a partnership breakup. Several setbacks had left them without the cash flow to pay their bills at the end of the month. Miraculously, two people came into their lives at the very last moment and made them loans that saw them through a few months. This got them to the next miracle. Robert Parker, a world-renowned wine critic, gave an outstanding rating to their first vintage. Within 19 days, U.S. wine buyers had snapped up their entire vintage, and the winery had the money to pay off the debts to their creditors. Lee says, "We are so appreciative of you Americans." And with that, his eyes glistened with tears, highlighted by the bright sun. Today, his family's brand, Mollydooker Wines, is one of the most recognized labels for high-quality Australian Shiraz in the U.S. Its Carnival of Love was rated twice in Wine Spectator's top 10. Its Boxer chosen as the top Shiraz by Consumer Report, and it received 2 Parker 99-point scores. The name Mollydooker is Aussie slang for left-handed, since both Sarah and Sparky are lefties. While Lee's story of his family's efforts to pursue a passion and secure a good living is unique to their situation, the struggles, heartbreaking failures, passion, raw determination, and luck involved in building a business are not. Each of my clients who has built a successful business has a story. Most failed, usually several times, often staring bankruptcy in the face, just as Lee's family did. All of them picked themselves up from each failure. As one of them recently told me, he said, "Rick, I worked my butt off for 40 years before I really became successful." As we were saying our goodbyes to Lee, my mind returned to the label of a wine we had tasted just a few moments before then after coming in from the vineyard. The label of the wine was The Enchanted Road. I walked away with a new understanding of a story behind this label. His family's Enchanted Road wasn't one of ease, but of risk, determination, and divine intervention when things looked the bleakest. Almost anyone who succeeds in living a dream walks a similar road. Thanks for joining me.